Hello, everybody. Welcome to one more rapid fire scenario. Another one by Don McHugh and using the new rapid fire reloaded. My intentions with this short video is to show you a few things and also to ask you a few others. Because I'm used to do stuff, I mean, make models and things like that. But in fact, I'm not very used to gaming at all. It will be my second game in several decades. So I'm really very rusty on this matter. So I'll ask you a few things about, and I'll show you a few things for you to, if you want, of course, to comment in relation to this setting. So let's see. This scenario is very colorful, very well written, very informative also. There are plenty of new goodies, like for instance these latils that I already made a few weeks ago. I still didn't have them for the 21st Panzer. They will be used for command and pioneer transport. I used to see them in other more peaceful functions, like for instance carrying the soup and things like that. I have pictures of them doing that, but I didn't know they were used in fact in action, or at least closer to the front line, of course. Also, the deep weighting system applied to the brand carriers. The map itself, more not later, more 21st Panzer goodies. The mighty Kampfgruppe Rausch here, with the usual French conversions, and of course Panzer Force. The British. The game will be very, I think it's well balanced, because at least I could count 8 companies of infantry. I mean, of course, some of them are pioneer and things like that, but others are Panzergrenadier, others are infantry, but there's not a big difference between them. But of course, the Germans have the advantage of their MG42s, which gives them some hedge on the infantry fight. But in terms of infantry, it's quite balanced. In terms of tanks, more or less. I mean, the Germans have, of course, they're on the attack, they're on the move, so they have more support, more artillery support, more AFVs, and their infantry is more protected by their Schützenpanzerwagen, right? And more goodies here, and this is the thing that makes me not advancing with this war game, because I still didn't make the British M7 priests. I have several of them for Tunisia, for Northwest Europe, 43, 45, but all in American colors. So I need to make this couple for in British colors, and probably with that deep weighting system also. More 21st Panzers, and the possibility of making this very funny short campaign. I mean, uniting the Lion-sur-Mer and the Perrier Ridge scenario. You can imagine here the River Orne, and you can see here the Kampfgruppe von Luck counterattack towards the Pegasus Bridge. But of course, I mean, it's much more complicated to make that thing due to space, of course, for almost all of us. But maybe in the future I'll do it. A few more interesting conversions, like this Somoua for replenishing the French mortar rounds on the Somoua. Multiple mortar carrier. Here the duplex drive of the only one that is allowed on the rules for the British, but they also count with other Shermans, namely a Firefly. So it will be, I think, a very balanced game. I think the British have again that problem of the speed in which the Germans will fall on top of them, because Germans are not coming from this direction here. Mostly, they will be coming also from that direction. I mean, they will come. In fact, most of them will come from here. Okay, but they will be very quickly on top of the British here, and there are also Germans coming from here, which will be very quickly coming on top of the British here and here, which means that the British don't have much time to shoot the Germans and to and to make them fall back. So they will have to be very well organized in terms of disposition on the tabletop. These red areas are the ones in which the British will be. And this is the German coming, and here German coming. Okay, so it will be a quick firefight, if I can call it, because the Germans will be under fire very quickly, probably, and also the British, of course. So there will be a kind of a melee, probably very soon, within maybe on the second round, something like that. So let's see the terrain. So old stuff like the cornfields, roads. It's the same stuff that I showed you on the previous Perrier Ridge scenario. Now there is some new things I made. I mean, I made this cloth to represent the woods. I think it's okay, right? This is the idea. So everybody that will be inside these brown areas will be under cover, of course, at least the soft cover, of course. Also, these are, in fact, they are originally bocage, but here they represent hedges. The British had not much bocage in their area. The bocage, the hedgerow system was mostly to the American side, to the west side of Normandy. So I'm using these big pieces of terrain to represent the edges that this area add. So, for instance, this village here, which is Plumetot, has no built-up area, from my understanding, around the houses. So protection will have to be provided by the hedges and the woods. Not the same with Cresseron. Cresseron is a built-up area, so I use these walls here, which are not indicated here, but which I think can be done. It can be like this, because I mean, if it is a built-up area, I think I can use it like this, right? No, I'm not sure. The houses are, of course, dapple and old airfix. They can be turned up and placed and have figures inside. This one is the Omershoff house of the Arnhem Battle, not a French house. It is coming from Holland. You can't say Holland now. Sorry, it's Netherlands, right? I'm very sorry. And this is it. This is the terrain. I mean, hopefully within some days, I'll have those M7 priests finished, and I can start to use them. I can start the battle. One more detail, which are the houses. I mean, the houses, I have several of them destroyed here, so I can replace, of course, the houses by this one here. These ones are old matchbox houses, made from their small pieces of diorama that were along the 176 tanks that they produced, and are still sold, I think, by Revel nowadays. Well, I hope you have enjoyed, and let's see you next with, hopefully, some action already. Okay, bye-bye.